Alright, welcome to the Songcast.com presentation on Breaky CPK. Gonna be your shoutcasting ghost, and joining me this time, once again, is Xander K, the Honcast staff, as well as Henry D here for his competitive insight. And this is, once again, the Game Replays Tournament 1, Season 3 here. This is a first tournament in a 5-tournament series. Eventually, there'll be 8 teams for the Invitational at the end, depending on the point system and how they fare in these tournaments, and they'll compete for the $3,000 grand prize. So, a lot of money on the line, and definitely a well-ran tournament, as always, I'm sure. So, looking forward to having these go once again. This is a Saturday. Usually it will be on Sunday, but because of conflicting schedules, they chose to change the first one to Saturday, but normally it will be on Sunday. So, with that said, though, here's a quarterfinals matchup here. What originally was a 16-team tournament, we're now down to the second round, the quarterfinals. We got DWI, Deal With It, taking on Clan Dirty Minds. What a matchup we have here for a quarterfinals matchup. I mean, this should be epic. Two very, very good teams, very entertaining teams. As I said earlier, DWI, a team that, they were so good, and then all of a sudden they're like, we're just going to stop playing tournaments for some reason. And they stopped playing tournaments, but now they're finally back, having fun once again. Dirty Minds, on the other hand, they were inactive for a while themselves, but they finally made a comeback themselves. As always, a very entertaining team, though, known as one of the most entertaining. So it is good to see them back as well. Of course, they're playing with K, as you can see. He recently joined them, of course, himself. So looking forward to an awesome matchup here. With that said, though, once again, I'm joined by Xander K. How you doing, Ken?
Quite good. Enjoyed that first match of the day. And this one is just epic, man. Just so excited to see these two teams go at it. Both of them have kind of dealt with a little bit of uncertainty in the past few months, so it's good to see these two teams battling it out.
It definitely is. I'm reading the chat real quickly. Okay, so that was for Moraxis. Okay, so Myrmidon is auto banned, but Moraxis they were talking about. Okay, so they agree on him. So there is a chance we could see Moraxis in, I guess. Anyways, Henry D, you're also joining us. How you doing, Henry?
I'm doing just fine, thank you very much, Breaky. I haven't seen DWI in a long time. I mean, Toronto is probably one of the best American support players out there. Probably one of the world's best supporters, actually. I'm a really big fan of his Andromeda play, but that's obviously already been picked up by DM. And then we got Sniper Dad, I've never heard of, and Hello.GPG.
Well,
JPG, I mean.
I'll say something about those guys. They're very active in the U.S. in-house scene. So, both Sniper Dad 420 and Hello.JPEG, they are very, very active in the in-house scene, as I'm sure you could tell from the PSRs. I mean, 2037, that's quite up there. So, but Slicks as well. I mean, obviously he's the Aussie. That is a very entertaining player to watch. Always has to deal with latency issues, but at the same time he deals with it well because he's always very, very good. And really everyone on DWI awesome to watch. And I am really excited to see that they are back now once again and active in tournament play. Crossing your fingers, hopefully. But it should be. It really should be. I mean, I don't see how this cannot be a great match. It is on a USC server for those that are curious. Of course, with the US versus European matchup, I believe. When it come down to, so that's what Game Replays decided to do for their event. All matchups of US versus. Of at least US West versus European will be played on a US East server. So, yeah. Anyways, we got the picks on their way. So let's talk on the bands first things first. As far as the bands are concerned, of course, we're looking at Dr. Repulsor, Bombardier, Thunderbringer, Witchslayer, Magnus, and Pharaoh. So a couple of bands here. We were kind of talking about the last time. We don't see as many support players, heroes banned as we used to see. But here, as definitely a popular band, Witchslayer, he is banned right here. Thunderbringer, no really debate. Really obvious bands. Magnus, I'm guessing, was banned by Dirty Minds. No, he's actually banned by DWI. Usually a very popular hero, especially in the American scene, but here banned by DWI. They don't want to have to deal with him. Dirty Minds, guess they're worried about them picking him up, or just a hero that they just don't want to deal with in general. And of course, Pharaoh, he's been becoming a very, very popular ban-worthy hero even lately. He's just causes so many issues, from his mummy wall to his ultimate with initiating, and the spamming of the tormented soul can just be so annoying to deal with. So banned here as well. But nothing really too much to talk about the bans though. But you guys got thoughts on the bans here, Ken?
Nah, pretty much what you were saying. But Tundra obviously not banned in this game, so it looks like Waffle My Gods is going to be able to be playing that hero. And Magebane picked up by DWI as well, so that's super fun. But I would like to see Meraxis, I agree. He'd be fun.
I think it's an incredibly boring hero to watch, to be honest.
Well, it looks so cool.
Yeah, it's always fun to see a new hero, whether he's boring or not. I mean, it is fun to see a new hero in competitive games, just to see how he performs. We did get to see him yesterday in TSOG versus, or 2 days ago in TSOG versus T6M, but unfortunately he didn't do too well. So I do too want to see him more, but I could definitely see why you think he's a boring hero. But your thoughts on these bans here, though, Henry?
Yeah, they're pretty straightforward, like you said. I mean, there's not really a ban that sticks out.
Well, let's jump into the picks then, because obviously there is a really interesting pick there on the Legion side, as the final pick just went out over there for Dirty Mind. So let's start with DWI. We got Behemoth, Magebane, Bubbles, Glacius, and Tundra. So obviously the really standout pick there being a Magebane. You would expect them to run a trial lane with their setup: Glacius, Behemoth, Magebane, trial lane, Bubbles, solo top, and then Tundra, solo middle. So the lane's pretty obvious on what they are going to do. But yeah, how about that? Seeing Magebane here, he's great hard carry. I mean, it's no doubt a very, very annoying carry to play against with that blink ability, how he can just constantly port around. Very hard to gank. With that said, unless you have a lot of chain silence and stuns. But, he can get really powerful and take over games, but at the same time, he is one of those 4 versus 5 teamfight heroes where he will not be able to attribute too much until later on in the game. Albeit he does have that, plus magic armor, which can be useful somewhat, but in terms of offensively, he really can't contribute too much until he gets that crazy farm. So always interesting, though, to see these kind of different. I mean, we see that so much. We've seen it with Dark Lady. We've seen it with Sandwraith, where a couple of teams, they start to use it, and all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, they're permaban heroes. So, I mean, I don't know if we're going to see that here with Magebane, but always fun to see new heroes like that. But your thoughts, though, on this Legion team, Ken?
Yeah, like you said, Magebane definitely going to be really interesting. I can't remember the last time we saw Magebane in a game. Like, I remember when Magebane was just like that, like a really feared hero, and no one wanted to he was get banned all the time. But I haven't seen him in so long.
Yeah.
But the rest of the lineup is really straightforward, and like you said, it's going to be tough for them in those team fights. But they do have the ability to cut heroes away from the Hellborn team, and that's going to be Tundra's job, is going to be picking off heroes and making sure that if they do get into a team fight before they're ready, that it's at the very worst 4-on-4, minusing Magebane,
Henry?
I'm just surprised that Sandwraith wasn't picked up. I mean, Magebane is he's a strong hero if in the right lineup, and they need not crowd control, but they need to keep plays together for Magebane to be good, and they have that obviously with they can do that well with Bubbles and Behemoth. So I like him in this lineup. I personally hate the hero. I think he's about as good as a Voodoo Jester trying to carry versus a Soul Sealer, but we'll see in the lineup. I like the lineup he's in.
Well, yeah, I mean, starting with that, again, the lanes are very solid. They do got really good lanes. Our trial lane is very effective. They got the Behemoth Glacius. Got a, powerful both defensive and offensively. Can make something happen if they want to. Tundra, very powerful solo mid hero. He's going to be played by Slicks right here, as always, as we talked about in the earlier stage. And Toronto actually playing Bubbles. So, we were talking about that. Toronto, a very famous, very good support player. But in this case, he's going to be playing Bubbles at the top lane. So we'll see. I'm sure he's all around, though, a very good player, so I'm sure he's not going to have any problems there at the top lane. By the way, Magebane, he is being played by Sniper Dad 420, so obviously a carry style player. But as far as the laning phase, again, we are seeing trial lane versus 1 for both teams. Bubbles right now running around the haste tree. Actually, the pitfall is going to be right on top, and he gets hit by the pitfall. He has that haste tree, though. He should be able to get away. You're going to need to do a little bit of a juke right there. And yes, he will be fine. Voodoo Jester was not there. He was busy. It looked like he was thinking about roaming to the middle lane. But if he was there, they might have been able to set up a kill. But it would have been close anyway, so maybe not. But anyway, so he was not there anyway, so Bubbles does get away. But of course, it is going to be very difficult for him knowing that he is going through his 1 here. But a Hellborn team, let's talk about them before we have too much action pick up here. Now, just over, actually, with that said, let's actually sync up real quickly. I'm currently going by in-game timer. I'm at 118, 119, 120, 21, 22,
I'm good.
23, 24.
I was like way ahead. I'm good now.
Okay. All right, so Hellborn team has Tundra really playing aggressive against Semiju right here, being played by Soul Stealer. So again, obviously Semiju, we were talking about that earlier, leaving Online Kingdom and now joining Dirty Minds.
Lol.
Lol. Well, Andromeda Commissar coming out on Tundra. Well, the Demon Hand coming out. One Demon Hand coming out, but here comes Behemoth now as well, missing the second Demon Hand. There goes a Fissure Stun, and no follow-up going to be necessary as it completely blocks them off. Hellborn team, though, real quickly, we got Hellbringer, Soul Stealer, Voodoo Jester, Andromeda, and Gladiator. So, Hellborn team going to try the Fnatic MSI route of the Gladiator tri-lane with Andromeda and Voodoo Jester. Very powerful support. Of course, they got Soul Stealer in mid, and then that leaves Lonely Hellbringer at the bottom. So this is actually a really replica of a Fnatic MSI lineup, honestly. Other than maybe the middle Soul Stealer, they usually have someone like a Tundra or a Bombardier even, but obviously Bombardier was banned and Tundra was picked up by the Legion team. So, but yeah, very powerful lineup though, as shown. Going back to my point. So Hellborn team though, how do you like them, Ken?
I always like any team with Gladiator on it because he just has such just an awesome ability to just dominate as the game goes on, and K's a player that can get him to that point. But having the backup, the other carry in Semiju, and just a really superb support team in that last game, we saw how good Hellbringer can be if he can get his levels. He's in a 1-on-3 situation, so provided he can stay in his within range, he can still stay kept up with levels. So that's a positive for Dirty Minds.
Well, right now Bubble's still level 1. In fact, we're running around trying to avoid this Gladiator who's already level 4, so his farm is off the chain right now. He's actually charging onto Bubbles. Bubbles going to port away. A Pitfall is actually going to land right there. I don't think he's going to have enough for a follow-up. He doesn't have Showdown yet. He has a Flagellation and Pitfall. There goes the Acid Cocktail. The smack going to attempt is on. Oh, he ran ahead of him, though, thinking it was maybe going to port ahead. There goes a Health Potion used, giving them a little bit of regen. Bubbles trying to beat the Duke game. There goes the Shell Serve. Oh, he gets knocked away in time. The Flagellation used right there from Gladiator. And down goes Bubbles for the Bloodlust kill. So K picking it up. He is already level 4, nearly level 5 in fact, and his farm just of course shot through the roof, especially with that hero kill. So yeah, this is what we see with the Gladiator tri-lane. If he gets out of hand early, it really is hard to slow down that snowball effect, and he can really take over games. So obviously DWI, of course, they will have to keep that in mind. Henry D though, your thoughts on this Hellborn team though?
The heroes have good synergy with each other, with they have a lot of minus armor and a lot of minus magic armor. It'll fit well in with Soul Stealer and
what just happened?
Gladiators. I see Behemoth getting raped by illusions.
Yeah, a lot of illusions, a lot of support.
Getting raped by illusions. I amuse myself. Anyway, yes. But the actual lineup is good. They have two very strong carries, and they both, more importantly, have a melee carry and a ranged carry. I do like that lineup a lot better than I like DWI's, to be honest. I hate DWI. Well, I don't hate it, but I don't like the Magebane. But DM do have more of a standard lineup. I mean, they have, the tri-lane and a good solo mid hero. And by the way, I just have to point out, I don't understand what you mean by it. Fnatic MSI pick Soul Stealer a lot, don't they? I mean, I thought they did.
They used to. They've been running a lot more Tundra and Bombardier lately, honestly. No Tail playing solo mid whenever they run this Gladiator tri-lane. But yes, I mean, Soul Stealer definitely did used to be picked up quite a bit. And I think that's why I said, because Tundra was picked up and Bombardier was banned, I mean, this is really their third option, honestly, is what it seems like in terms of their solo mid. So, but yeah, I mean, they, of course, played Soul Stealer quite a bit. And very powerful. So, yeah, I'm not saying it was a bad pick by any means. Definitely is a very good pick for the Hellborn team right there. Soul Stealer throwing out a couple of nukes right there, trying to land the third one on a Tundra. Not going to land, but did put a little bit of pressure on him, and you see him with no bottle charges currently, so he's going to have to play very defensively. Perhaps even look to go back, or he actually can wait for the rune spawn, which will spawn in about 10 seconds from now. Behemoth currently sitting at the bottom rune, whereas Hellbringer are going to do some ancient creep pulling already, trying to get that out of the way. Again, Hellbringer playing at the bottom lane, having a lot of trouble. Might as well be useful in some way, and well, that's how he's going to be useful. So you got a double stack right there at the Ancients currently. The rune did spawn up top, I believe, and was it? No, it wasn't picked up by, it was picked up by, no one's picked it up yet. What the hell? Who picked it up?
No, he did pick it up.
Okay.
Toronto picked it up on Bubbles. It was a regeneration rune.
Ah, okay.
He picked it up as soon as it was full.
It didn't call it. Okay, so yeah, he did pick it up. And so that takes care of that rune. So now both Soul Stealer and Tundra out of bottle charges. But yeah, interesting strategy here. I mean, again, both teams, they kind of adjusted to the 3 versus 1 lanes. Obviously, Behemoth, he's been playing a very active roamer, mainly really staying here in this middle lane, trying to set up kills, if anything, on the Soul Stealer. Whereas for the Hellborn team, I mean, Voodoo Jester in Andromeda, they've both been roaming quite a bit themselves, but that's why we're seeing such a huge level gap on both teams between the support and the carry players. I mean, you look at the Legion team, we got a 2-2-4, then 7-6, and the Hellborn team, we got a 2-2-2, 7-6. So, obviously, again, a big gap right there in levels. But look, Hellbringer actually already triple stacking the Ancient. So, again, at least he's being useful in a way, and why not? Bubbles, though, you know, he is recovering somewhat. Obviously, now level 4, he's getting some free farm right here currently, as Gladiator found it necessary to take out a little bit of a double stack camp, or it looks like even triple stack camp in the jungle, so got some farm out of that. But now, of course, going to come back to the top lane. Doesn't want to let Bubbles get too out of fan. Oh, there's a pitfall going out. Will they look to combo it? No, he will not, just doing a bit of damage. And Bubbles already dropping a half-life. Will kind of be forced to fall back. But Gladiator already level 8. His farm is 422 gold per minute. Obviously got that bloodlust kill, so maybe skewed a little bit, but still, with the way he's going, I mean, I guess it's not really surprising. He already nearly has 50 creep kills, but at the same time, Magebane actually has a couple more creep kills at 51 and 25, and his farm as well, no hero kill, but his farm as well, of course, doing very, very good. So we're kind of having a race right here. By the way, 2,200 gold currently saved up on Magebane.
Yeah, that's definitely very interesting. And Magebane is certainly a hero that causes a gigantic amount of problems if he does get farmed. And even I think if it comes down to those two, you know, Gladiator versus Magebane, it's going to be incredibly interesting to see what happens. And Magebane, you know, you'll see him get a number of different items, but I like seeing him with a brutalizer because he'll hit so fast because of all the agility he picks up, and then it just like destroys them. It's just silly how badly he can kill people when he has that brutalizer.
No.
I love it with him. I know, but I love it with him.
I know you do stand up, but no.
I know. It's so funny.
Well, what items?
So fast.
Well, I mean, with that said, I mean, as actually we do have a gank set up here on a Gladiator. There's a Thunder ult, and that finish on to follow it up. I don't think they have enough damage, though. Again, already tanky is Gladiator. He now looking to turn around. Here goes the support. The ultimate coming off as well. Not going to hit him, but I don't even think it hit anyone. But it did do enough to scare them off at least. And you see Soul Stealer and Andromeda looking to turn this around. There goes the piercing shards out from Tundra. But in the end, Tundra with the haste, you're going to be able to run away. But Acid Cocktail coming out from Voodoo Jester. The nuke Demon Hands from Soul Stealer. One lands. He's going to try to pour it out. Then second one will not land, unfortunately. And Voodoo Jester, despite the mojo being on him, looks like Bubbles will get away. Excellent port indeed. And Tundra goes to the top lane where he picks up a little bit of farm, then falls back. So Gladiator, again, he got jumped on right there, but able to absorb a lot of the damage and stay alive, and now go once again back to his farming. You see Bubbles walking back with barely any life. Going back to Magebane, though, as, by the way, he's picking up a sustainer, so I obviously, and more than I would think that's going to be a Runed Axe. I mean, definitely wouldn't think Null Stone, so Runed Axe,
yes,
of course, would be the valid option. But after that, I mean, what do you see, Henry, or what in your opinion? I know you're not usually a fan of the hero, but do you have an opinion on what you think a solid Magebane build would be?
Well, because of the fact that illusions do it and get the mana combustion, I actually is actually one of the few melee heroes I actually like seeing Jomla's Bane on, and then you just really want to get some like damage. Like an Abyssal Skull is good with him for the lifesteal, obviously, and then you can get like pretty much whatever you want. Just damage, you know, Savage Mace, Butterfly, Wingbow, critical strikes. You know, you want to get a lot of damage. The fact that the blink gives a lot of magic armor, and I think actually if he gets an Abyssal Skull, that'd be great because he'll give the extra armor that they lose from Soul Stealer's passive, and you know, not anymore from Andromeda obviously because it only gives 5. But yeah, that'll be great on him, and then just lots of damage.
Well, I know. I have seen this build as well, because obviously Magebane is considered a very squishy hero, but with that blink, you know, allows him to port around. You know, something like a Helm of the Black Legion or even a Shrunken Head are valid options.
That's what he used to run.
Or
yeah, I was going to say, you
positioning with that
always used to see him that.
He won't be the hero that's at the front, so he won't be the... Even if you target him, he won't be the hero that's at the front. And if they do, this is great thing about a melee hero like Magebane, when you have a behemoth on team, if they all group around and try and kill a Magebane that's blink, so he already has that magic armor, that behemoth is going to blink on top of 5 heroes and annihilate them. So he doesn't need to go for that tanky type build, especially when he's got the blink. It's a really big mistake a lot of players do with him when they do kill him. Even if they don't have behemoth on the team, I mean.
Very, very true. So,
well, bubbles can accomplish the same goal too. Not to the same extent, but certainly can help.
Well, any blink hero in general.
Exactly.
Oh, well, actually, action over here.
By Tundra on Voodoo Jester, and he's not even going to exist after that.
He pretty much evaporated into the ground and died as a result. I was going to mention, though, I mean, we're now 12 minutes in, only have 3 hero kills total, so you can talk about a night and day between 2 games. Obviously, the last game was very action-packed, a lot of entertainment. This game is more about the snooze and sit back and farm, of course, with trial lane versus 1, at least initially. At least the idea behind it, that's what you would expect. So, no, not really surprising, but at the same time, it is kind of disappointing, especially with these 2 teams. I mean, very entertaining teams usually. But in this game, it is kind of slow, but I'm sure it will pick up as the game goes on. And, of course, with the ideal pickups of Portal Keys, both on Tundra and Behemoth, definitely something to look forward to. And once they get those, obviously, movement is definitely something to accomplish, whereas Gladiator finishing is Helm of the Black Legion, so pretty much the only Gladiator build, it seems like, that you can only build one way with them, as we see everyone do it. Helm of the Black Legion, Assassin Shroud, Rift Shards, Demonic Breastplate, or something like that. So, after the first 3, you can either go Demonic Breastplate or Behemoth, sorry, but yeah, it's depending on the situation, obviously.
He is a new hero to competitive play.
Oh, what a turnaround right there! Behemoth stuns right on top of Gladiator just as he came in, and Behemoth will survive as a result, and Andromeda actually gets turned around. Oh, wow, what a play by Waffle, my God. Perfect reaction time right there. Oh my God, the ultimate was used right as he came in. If he did not do that right there, he definitely would have been going down, so well played. And as I said, a good turnaround, so tying it up at 2 hero kills apiece.
Very cool. By the way, I also wanted to mention... I was also going to mention that Glacius, being the dedicated ward bitch, has 0 items. I love it when that happens.
Oh, me too.
He has a homecoming stone, and that's it. Before, he didn't have anything in his inventory before, and he just went and bought a sad little lonely homecoming stone.
I would quit the game if I was that Glacius. That's how much I hate playing a Glacius like that.
I'm so used to that.
Nothing. Just sitting in the corner with homecoming stone. You need a port? I'll port. I won't help anything. I've got an aura.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I still think back to the DreamHack summer where KD Gaming, they had their manager actually play for them. They had him play Glacius, and they literally had him get level 7 or whatever. Then he just sat in the base. They're like, okay, you're just gonna get your level 4 aura, then you're just gonna sit in the base, and that's what they had him do. It was so great. I mean, because it's that's really all you're good for. So. But yeah, the Glacius is obviously players that play him, you got to respect him because he definitely is a shitty hero to play, frankly, but he is very useful at the same time. Tundra initiates on the Gladiator right here, catching him. That Fidget Stun also coming out. Do they have enough follow-up damage? Yes, they do. They take him out. Bubbles with the assist, but now look at this. Despite that Bubbles ultimate, here's that turnaround. Bubbles and Behemoth both go down as a result. Andromeda did get taken out, so it ends up being a 2 for 2, but it is not over just yet. Hellbringer putting the slow on to Tundra. No slow, actually. No Unholy Shackles out, but he's going to use a Malphus ultimate. They really want this kill on Tundra. Can they actually get it now down to about 240 life? In comes Voodoo Desert. There's that acid cocktail. He tries to clear the trees for him with that piercing shards, but it's not going to be in time. And then Nuke from Soul Stealer being played by Semi-Jew will finish him off. Meanwhile, at the bottom lane, look at this. Magebane just freely pushing once again, pushing this bottom tower, excuse me. He has a ruined axe. He ported forward right there. He's actually going to try to do some damage on Soul Stealer, I guess. But no, he's actually just going to instead blink away. Where the tower, of course, will survive. Not in deny range, though, so still just fine. But yeah, speaking of Magebane, as action is starting to pick up here, of course, he's still sitting back as, ooh, look at these stacks here. We had a triple stack right there, and right there. So Glacius, he's been doing that. He has been useful. That's the other thing he's useful for, of course, especially in this situation. So I'm sure we'll see Magebane take advantage. What's that?
Just as you said that, Slick's pinged there, and it was like, whoa, timing.
They're listening. They're listening to the replay cast, obviously. I knew I was going to say that.
Yeah.
How's Soul Stealer doing? Soul Stealer has a couple of Soul Scream rings and Steam Boots. Ooh, there is action at the bottom lane. I apologize for missing that. A Voodoo Jester gets taken out. Andromeda also initiated on. Here goes Magebane. Look at the blah, blah, blah. Looking to chop him up. That's what I was looking for. And then he also takes up the tower. So Magebane, his farm is really, really getting scary. I mean, he actually went a Whispering Elm right there, so he's going that route of picking that up. So we'll see how he follows it up, of course, whether he goes straight for Symbol of Rage, which I highly doubt, or if he goes for, you know, pure damage like you were suggesting earlier.
He could.
Abyssal Skull.
You think so?
No. Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying he will. I'm just saying he could. I mean, he gets the HP from Image. Obviously, he needs his own HP. He's already got a lot of damage. I mean, he gets extra damage from the Mana Combustion. I mean, this early on, this strong farm, there's really nothing stopping him going for it straight away for another. Oh no, sorry, for Symbol of Rage.
Gladiator at the meantime gets dropped in there. Behemoth especially has been doing a great job. Look at this figure shot. Can he make it out? Oh, yes, he is. Wow. Great play by Waffle. My God, right there. He gets out of there after setting up a nice kill onto Gladiator. What an escape once again from him. That's the second time he's just barely gotten away. Waffle, my gosh, does a lot of good. Look at this piercing shards coming out. He's trying to cut off Andromeda right there. Is Thunder not going to happen? Oh, Soul Stealer jumps right on top though with the portal key. Just pick up the ultimate and then followed by the couple of demon hands. And it was all worth it right there. Great play by Semiju. Getting a little bit of revenge at least, but it ends up being a 1-for-1. But again, going back to how that started, Gladiator's having, you know, despite him having a very powerful farm, I mean, even still 340, he isn't being protected enough, it seems like. Again, it seems like with Fnatic MSI, there's always protection nearby, and if you do look to gank him, you know, he's always going to have that protection nearby, and he can escape with it, or even, you know, turn it around as a result. Well, that's the back-to-back times, and both of his deaths have really just been him by himself getting caught out, and follow-up just doesn't come in time, unfortunately. He does not survive it, and, you know, gets slowing down. So this Gladiator, you know, his farm, again, is still up there. He's picked up a Bastard Sword, as you can see, so obviously going for that Assassin Shroud, but until he has that, Legion Team going to try to take advantage as much as possible. Move out the top lane. Hellbreaker gets initiated now, but look at that turnaround. The Mojo comes out as well as the Life Point, as well as the Malphus ultimate. Bubbles may be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, he avoids the combo. So with the takeover might not be enough, though. He does not have a shell serve for 4 seconds. The dodge should be enough to take him down. Another takeover, but yeah, he's only just inevitably delaying his death. So good job right there from the Hellpoint team. They did have to use a Malphus ultimate, but hey, they got the kill on the Bubbles, and might as well make to look to push the top lane in the meantime. But look at this. Magebane is beyond the bottom secondary tower right here. He's cleaning up the creep wave, and now he's going to push into the tower. So this Magebane, I mean, Legion team, they need to worry about that. He's just getting on free farm right now here at this bottom lane. He's going to be about 500 gold per minute as soon as this tower goes down. And there we go, 512 gold per minute. I don't know.
They did not need 4 heroes up there to go, or 3 even heroes to take that tower. I mean, they could have easily got just a teleport to scare him away. A teleport would have scared him away. He wouldn't risk trying to get a kill when he has this farm there to take out the tower that was already that low. I mean, just getting it to half HP was his mission accomplished, as we see someone getting taken out again.
Yeah, that's... I mean... it's funny, because whenever we see Gladiator, we talk about the strategy all the time, how teams against the Fnatic MSI Gladiator, how they're like, you know, we're just going to try to make it a race. We're going to try to make it a farm race. We'll let you get your farm, but we'll get our farm. In this case, it's definitely not working out to the Gladiator team's favor, hands down. I mean, that Magebane, he's going to be insanely fed.
Why are they not stopping him?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Again, he is a very hard hero to gank, but like you said, all you need to do, you don't need to kill him necessarily. You just need to scare him off so he's not getting free pushes like that and force him to jungle, if anything.
He's 184 creep kills.
Which
like a Russian, you just need to be there.
192.
Yeah, he's going to have 200 creep kills at 21 minutes. That is retarded. Oh my god. This has to be one of the best farms. What is Behemoth doing? Dear god. Oh my god, he may actually get some kills right here. Yes, he will. He helps to clean up 2 kills. Bubble's also coming, and he sacrifices himself. But both Voodoo Jester and Andromeda disintegrate right there. So like, what the hell are you thinking, Behemoth? But in the end, it ended up being pretty damn well. Tundra running back in. Not much mana, though. There he goes with the mana, though, using the Blood Gels to ultimate onto Solstice. Here comes that Fed Magebane now, slicing and dicing on top of Solstice there. Gets the kill on him. And now he's going to go, he's saying, you know, I'm farmed enough. I'm going to jump right in. I don't care if you have a Gladiator and Hellbringer. He takes that Hellbringer just like that with his ultimate showdown on Magebane. He'll blink right after it, though. There he goes. And he doesn't care about Gladiator. He's going to go for the tower because he wants more gold. Screw Hero Codes. He wants freaking gold. He turns on that Voodoo Jester. Hat trick coming out for Magebane. Now Gladiator being chased.
No.
Bubbles auto attacking him as well. Can he get the kill? Jester comes out, getting point away. Oh, he's going to stand. No, he gets the kill and he points out.
God.
Are you kidding me? Quad kill for Magebane. Can he come back for an annihilation? That'd be epic. No, he can't. That genocide, though, will be finished by Bubbles. Oh my god, is this game already over? Are you kidding me? A level 16 Magebane, 5,200 gold, 600 plus gold per minute. Ay. That hurts.
Yeah, that's why you don't leave heroes alone right there. It's like, oh, that bottom lane will be fine with Magebane. No, it won't.
Wow.
Oh man.
He's just been chain farming the entire game, just like exactly what he's doing right now. And
22 minutes.
You have to do something about that. Like, you have to.
Yeah, but
Like, he can buy any item he wants right now.
Yeah.
Screw Magebane. Behemoth is winning this game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Early game, no, I mean, there is some truth to that, because Behemoth has been doing a very good job here early game, roaming around, setting up a lot of kills early on, and again, those two, he was involved in both of the early ganks on the Gladiator that, you know, kind of slowed him down a little bit, so deserves credit, no doubt, but obviously in the end, it's going to come down to this Magebane just getting absolutely free farm, and, you know, for the first time ever, we may see a 700 gold per minute hero in a competitive game. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen that. I mean, right now he may actually be the highest gold per minute we've ever seen. He's at 650 right now, and it just keeps jumping up.
680.
What's that?
We saw 680. We saw 680 on.
Oh, he bought something.
Who was it? I can't remember.
Don't tell me it's a Doombringer.
Bye.
Okay, a demonic breastplate.
It's demonic.
That's kind of
breastplate.
interesting, but at the same time, it's like it makes
so
sense.
fast.
Yeah, look at how fast he's attacking. Dear God.
No, it's the same reason as the Abyssal Skull. I mean, I remember I said about the Abyssal Skull, he can pretty much give the armor back from the Soul Stealer's passive. Well, he pretty much does the same thing with the demonic breastplate. Not often you see someone just buy a demonic breastplate like, what do I know, a demonic breastplate.
Okay, there was a Swiftblade that was above 700 gold per minute that people are reminding me, and it goes to Gamers Tournament recently. I do actually remember that, but so it's rare though. I mean, you're in an elite club if you can get over the 700 gold per minute mark in a competitive tournament match here on Honcast. I'll say that much. And he will more likely have it. What's that?
He's taken over ISO, and that, I mean, that's pretty much just raped the crap out of the minus armor that, you know, Soul Stealer and Andromeda give, because they're just going to put that on the important heroes, and then the Magebane Blink will give everyone else the magic armor. I mean, if you think about it, Magebane was a pretty good pick because of the fact that he gives everyone that magic armor, which is takes away from Soul Stealer. He's obviously had the mindset to go from either an Abyssal Skull if he wasn't getting good farm, or considering he's getting good farm, a Whispering Helm. No, sorry, a Demonic Breastplate. And so the minus armor, whether it be magic or physical, is like gone from the one team now.
264 creep kills.
Damn!
800 experience per minute.
When you get over,
I think
when you get over the 10 creeps per minute, you know, what's it called, order, then you know you're doing pretty well.
Well,
there only comes 8 creeps to a minute to the lane.
A general rule of thumb is what I've been told from a lot of people is that if you're doing 50 creep kills every 10 minutes, you're doing pretty damn well. And so that's obviously 100 creep kills every 20 minutes. We're now 25 minutes in the game. He already has 273 creep kills. I mean, it's just by far exceeding that, of course. So yeah, it's insane.
Magebane with a Runed Axe. It's kind of like a Sandwraith with a Rune. Like, you did compare him to Sandwraith. It's kind of similar heroes in the way that, you know, if you leave them alone to farm, they're just going to pop into the middle of a fight and be like, hi there, I'm killing all of you in like 3
there's
minutes.
a couple heroes like that.
And that's kind of the same drill.
Yeah, Sandwraith, Dark Lady.
Dark Lady is one of them.
Bombardier.
Yeah, Dark Lady is an excellent example.
But if you think about
Soul
it, pretty
Stealer.
much all the heroes are in their own way.
Soul
because even
Stealer,
if
run for your life.
Look at this Magebane. Oh, look at, they want to use everything. The ultimate on top as well, but he blinks away. That's why Magebane is so good. He blinks away at the last second with 100 life. Oh, man. But Behemoth is going to jump. Where the hell did Behemoth go? Oh, he jumped up here with Bubbles. Hellbringer goes down as well as Voodoo Jester. And Andromeda also caught 3 players dead just like that. Again, the Bubbles Behemoth combination. They're the ones really doing a lot for this team. Tundra ports in. A charge on Gladiator. There's the ultimate. Locking him down in place. The dust comes out as well. And knowing that he's a Sash Shell, look at that. TWI, they're prepared for everything. Even buying the dust already. They get to call Behemoth, but Soulstew there still might be in some trouble. I want to see where. Oh, Magebane. I was like, where's Magebane? Oh, he's busy soloing Kongor.
Oh, we saw him.
So, yeah, he will have a token of life after all of that, as well as the regeneration from the lifesteal. And so he got the kill right. That's ridiculous. How fast he just did that.
4,500 gold again. What's your next item?
This is just amusing.
But what I was going to say was, I'm ignoring him. No, but what I was going to say was, if you leave any hero to farm, it doesn't matter if it's a carry or a support, because even just like a Voodoo Jester with, not Voodoo Jester, Glacius with a Blink Dagger, I can't speak today. A Portal Key and a Shrunken Head does a lot, you know. I mean, it's kind of a rookie mistake.
Hellbringer ultimate. Oh no, he's not gonna use it.
Oh, he gets locked down. The swap at the last second, and then he actually put. What was that swap for? I don't. I think he swapped right there.
Badass swap.
Yeah.
I think he did to cancel the animation, because what you can actually do if you use the swap at the right time when someone blinks, the cooldown goes off.
Yeah.
They don't blink.
I guess yeah, he's trying to time that then.
Helped him really.
Well, he had a token of life anyway, so obviously he would have been fine, but still, good attempt. Look at that! Good job by the support, by the way. I mean, these camps they're constantly stacked. Like again, Magebane obviously he's doing all the farm, but the support. This whole team, DWI, they deserve so much credit as a team. Yeah, it's unbelievable how I mean, again, this is why it's so great to see this team back. Because again, when they really just kind of said, "Oh, we're done with tournament play," they were arguably the number 2 team in the world at that time, and they were just kind of like, well, we just don't feel like playing tournaments anymore for whatever reason, inactivity, whatever. But now that they're back, and this is why they were known as such a good team. I mean, they're showing right here against a very good Dirty Minds team, by no doubt a joke team themselves, and they're really doing some good stuff.
He missed one.
He missed the creep. What a noob that's me, as he picked up a symbol of rage.
Yeah, he's got a symbol. Good luck, guys. Pre-30-minute symbol, demonic breastplate, rune axe.
6 items.
Yeah.
You effectively can't die. You have to stun rotation him to death, and now he literally will die. They don't.
Well, there he goes.
Get 1 hit off now.
Wow.
They don't,
717 gold per minute. God.
Almost 900 experience per minute. Why is this game still going on?
Yeah, right.
They're stubborn, I'll tell you that much.
Well, I mean, we have seen they can drop it if they get CC on it. If they chain CC him, they can actually drop him. But now with the token, oh my God, he jumps in right here. He gets the combo stun. Here comes a follow up though from the rest of the team. They're not going to do anything with the rest of the team. There he gets locked down from the showdown pitfall. But now he blinks in on top of Hellbringer right here, slices him down, getting locked down from that Malphus ultimate. But the symbol of rage activated. There goes his life, shoots right back up just like that. And you look at the Hellborn team. I mean, it's not only the damage that he outputs, but it's the mana drain as well. Gladiator completely out of mana now as a result. We see him just going to focus on the tower. What the hell's going on up here? Tundra is still chasing, actually, with Bubbles. They get the kill on Voodoo Jester. Tundra not going to try to port out. There's a swap, though. Oh, God, Tundra. Get out of the well. Yeah. He's like, Hellborn will take me then. I don't want you guys to kill me. So he runs into the well. Meanwhile, the tower is taken out. And, oh, God, now he jumps on the Gladiator. They just can't do anything. There goes a combo sound. Bubbles comes in. Will he port on top? And the Behemoth ultimate to finish him off. Nice finish done right there on the Hellbringer. Trapping Magebane though, he's going to look to finish out this Hellbringer. So see the ultimate going off finally. There goes Hellbringer getting cut off, going down. Blinks before the combo stun. He still gets stunned though, but again, he has a token of life, so he doesn't care about dying right here. He's going to die, but he'll resurrect right. Will he die actually? He uses the symbol of rage right there. He's regenerating just enough. Oh, they do pick him off. But, well, here he comes right back again. Gladiator insists on sitting right on top of him. Ooh, he uses a showdown, so he will come back. But by then, his blink will probably be up. Oh, no, he just turns around and says, you know what, I'll fight you. Now he's going to turn away. And that'll be that. But
gold.
742 gold per minute. Like that has to be the most we've ever seen. I don't think we've ever seen anyone above 750.
Yeah, and he already has.
How does he have 5,000 gold? He's cheating. He has to be cheating.
Because he killed a whole bunch of people.
No. Oh, 500 gold. He didn't though. He's only killed one person in the past like 8 minutes.
He killed I think 2 towers.
Yeah.
Another one.
Oh, good.
I'm pretty sure he killed 2 towers.
Yeah, I probably did that. But you know.
Oh wait, hold on. I can do this again. Hold on.
This is just. But no, like we've been talking about the Magebane, like the Behemoth. But you know, like you said, I mean, everyone on the DWI team has been playing well, and it's not like, to be honest, It's not like the Helmut team are playing bad. DM they're getting really badly raped.
Magebane at the end of the game finishes with 5 building kills and 3,000 gold from buildings and 4,000 building damage.
Why spoiling?
Yeah,
That's a lot.
not really spoiling, actually.
I know.
Just saying he kills 5 buildings.
Well, it's not really spoiling. It's pretty obvious who wins this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't really think there's much you can do.
I don't think it's a.
Oh, he bought something. What did he buy? What did he buy? What did he buy?
It's being delivered.
Oh,
It's like if I can click on the courier, that'd be nice.
Wing bow.
Lol. Something going on up here.
I'm curious as to how fast he already does 2 attacks per second.
Glacius getting locked down. Oh no! They kill Glacius. Good job, Hellborn team. Blinking away though, blinking on top actually. That's a good ultimate right there on top of the Malphus ultimate. It's actually getting some kills while Magebane is occupied at the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Behemoth though, look at him. Oh, the ultimate right on top right there of Andromeda. Gets the kill on him. Gladiator finally cleans up a smackdown kill. But here comes Magebane. Where the hell did he go? Where the hell did he go? Okay, he's over here. Let me just V-click him. Okay, now he's chasing Voodoo Jester. It's one hit, kills him, and now he's going to clean up the creep him. God, he attacks way too fast.
Okay.
Yeah. Here goes Malphus. It's going to be taken out.
Oh my god.
Going to get the tower here.
I'm just going to stop for a second and point out that Magebane has 41 armor.
Wow, that is a lot.
Holy shit.
41 armor.
How does he have so much? Just from a symbol?
I don't know.
You get from agility. You get every
that's
some
true.
agility.
to agility. You get one.
God.
You get 1 armor, and then
He gets 5 from Symbol of Rage. He gets
How
10
fast
from
he
Divine.
attacks.
He gets,
Oh my god.
that's silly.
810 gold per minute. Oh my god.
Over 800 gold.
Ultimate.
This is the most GPM we've ever seen. Dear God. I am shocked that DWI didn't concede earlier, because we definitely would have seen the quad kill. Oh my god, are we going to see an Annihilation to finish? That would be so epic! Yes, we are! Annihilation for Magebane, and that's going to officially be the GG. He finishes with 842 gold per minute. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. Oh, dear God. Sniper Dad 420, you just became a very popular player, if you weren't already.
That's
Yes,
right, Joe.
indeed.
That's right, Joe.
I just don't know how to follow that up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't even care about the rest of the tournament anymore. Like, we could just be done. That would be good.
Oh, well, let's see here. Let's see. Hold on.
Anyway.
Oh, man. Well,
So, how many... Like, hold on a second. He had, like, over 400 creep kills.
449.
Well, it did come down to the fact that the supports did help him out a lot. I mean, he did do a good job by all means, but it was the supports helping out, doing most of the dirty work and just making the carries.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, no doubt. They deserve all the credit in the world. I mean, hands down. That's what we were referring to. It really was a team effort. I mean, of course, one guy's going to shine, but that was no doubt a huge team effort from the whole team. And DWI definitely deserves a lot of credit. And, well, DWI is playing EG in the semifinals. I think I know which game we're going to be casting.
Do you want?
So, yeah, obviously, I think that might still be going on, so we're going to be casting that next. But, oh, geez. Hiccups there. Okay, so now let me recap or do a wrap up here. Again, I was Breaking CPK. Joining me was Xander K, the Honcast staff, as well as Henry D for his competitive insight. This was DWI versus Dirty Minds. DWI wins pretty handily here, thanks to good old Magebane and really just overall great team support. That's the highest farm Gopherman we've ever seen here in a game on Honcast, so definitely a highlight there. Good job by Sniper Dad 420. But yeah, that's going to do it. So again, thanks for tuning in. And as always, stay tuned to Honcast.com for much more coverage. Finalplay.net/channel/Honcast. That is where all our VODs are now. So you can definitely check them out if you miss any of this or earlier match. And we'll be back with the semifinals here at the Game Replays Tournament. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. That was a bad ending.
Yeah. Almost 450 creep kills.